Good morning, good morning, good morning. Another beautiful day to play PokeMMO. It's getting colder outside, fellas. That means more people inside gaming. How are we doing today? We've got a catch event to cover today. This is week 8 of the seasonal sort of PvE little challenge, the 8 catch events. So that means the finale is next week. The finale is the big one. It's still a cool catch event, still a way to get free RP, the reward points, the premium currency before the Christmas event, before the Lunar New Year event. Getting RP before events like that is super, super good. You also win a nice little, perfect Rhyhorn if you want a 6x31 Rhydon, Rhyhorn, Rhyperior, whatever you want to evolve it into possibly. Actually, I don't even know if I think you can evolve it, yeah, but I don't think you get it back down to a Rhyhorn, but if you want to ride on, you can get one. I don't think it's that, amazing, but it'll be a cool catch event. It'll be an interesting catch event with high-level Pokemon over at Victory Road in Kanto. I'm curious to see the strats that happen. I'm not too worried about winning this event. I'm just going to participate, have fun, try my best, and go for that winning the finale for the big shiny prize. But Rhydon plus 12, Rhyhorn plus 8, Hitmonchan minus 8, Hitmonlee minus 8, Golbat minus 15. Some crazy nature bonuses. The scores of this event are really weird and wacky. We're not going to see normal scores this event. Like, first place might be like a 178 or something. We're going to see some weird, and maybe even higher. Like an Adamant Rhydon. An Adamant Rhydon at all is like a crazy, that's plus 12 plus 13. What is that, plus 25? That's insane. So there's going to be some weird stuff. Some weird stuff this event. I'm curious to see what happens. That event starts in about 10 minutes. However, before that event starts, we've got some rare shiny hunts to do, fellas. As you may be able to tell, the HelloFresh number has gone up. If you don't know, I have some HelloFresh incentives going on, where for every single new HelloFresh sub, I will breed 5 alpha Pokemon, open one of every mysterious ball in the game, and do a long stream at the end of the month, where 1 sub equals 1 hour streamed. So thank you to all those who have gone above and beyond and HelloFresh subbed. It is by far the best way to support me, and it also just gets you guys dope food. It's the best way to support the stream, support my content, and you guys also just get some awesome food delivered straight to your door to make some awesome recipes. So let's go ahead and jump into things. I have some things planned. I have some alpha breeds. Look at this. Thank you to Chops for the Twitch Prime. I have some alpha breeds here. I'll properly thank you in a sec. We've got 10 alphas prepped and ready to go. Okay, I've got my mysterious balls in my inventory. I just have to get a link together, get ready to pop shiny charm. I'm essentially going to pop a shiny charm 5 minutes before the catch event, do all this rare shunting, and then go do the catch event on charm. So it should be a fun day. And we're also finishing. We're doing so much today, dude. Rare shunting, the catch event. We're also finishing the PvP arc today, boys. Look at this. I'm about 3 wins away from the Blastoise. 3 wins away. 30-16 on the season. 65% win rate. Not bad. Not bad. Not too shabby. Excited to get that gift Blastoise, and that's where I'll call it for my little PvP arc. It's really, really enjoyable. Yo, what's up, Artie? Great name. It's really fun to do PvP arcs every now and again. It's so refreshing. It's so fun. I really, really enjoy it. So I'm going to go say hi to Artie Doubloon, get ready for these rare shunts, and I'll see you guys with the start of the catch event. Alrighty, fellas, I think it's time. Thanks to the HelloFresh subs, thanks to the supporters of the stream, this is even at all possible. We have a full shiny link. I'm going to go ahead, count down. This will give us a chance to see a hyper rare shiny on stream, guys. Okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1... Boom. Shiny charm popped. Now, we have 5 minutes until the catch event. Now I need to do 1 mysterious ball. I'm going to put in the bottom left that you guys won't be able to see. We need to do 2 of each. So 2 Pokeballs first. 1 Pokeball. Not toss. 2 Pokeball. No shiny. The shiny sprite will fly across the screen. 1 Great Ball. 2 Great Ball. 1 Ultra Ball. These are really expensive. 2 Ultra Ball. These cost, I think it's like 1.6, 1.8 million Pokeyen per rotation. So it's like double that here. It's insane. 1 Dusk Ball, 2 Dusk Ball. Here's number 2 Dusk Ball. Cherish Ball. We're saving Premiers for last, because Premiers cost around 700k a piece. Seeing the Dragonite's cool, but no shiny so far. Premiers. Wait, what's that shiny? Where's that Shelfa? No way. I don't believe it. Okay. I'm too tired, boys. I'm seeing things. I'm seeing things. I'm seeing things. Am I crazy or did that look... Am I crazy or did that look... Okay, I'm just desperate for content. I swear... Dude, I swear I actually thought it was shiny. Is it because it's female? It has the purple gem? Why did I think that was... No, it's always... Maybe ship my pants? I ship my own pants, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... I swear I didn't mean to bait like that. I apologize. In the future, we'll just play it cool. We'll be a chill dude, okay? My bad. I really thought that was... I'm desperate, boys. My bad. I'm tired. Fuck. I really thought that was a shiny. I'm really sorry for those I baited. It was not intentional. I apologize. God damn it. We got our rare breeds to do. Look at this guy's hippo. I'm gonna get the rare breeds done. Dude, I'm sorry. I scared myself, guys. Apologies. I know that can be annoying. Apologies. I'm gonna go ahead and I was just hyped. I was just honest, you know. I thought it was. I'm gonna go do this breed. We have a Absol breed set up. Apologies, guys. That was a mistake on my end. I'm really sorry. I really don't like to, you know, apologies. We're gonna get this Absol bred. We're going to do all the little eggs here. We've got 3 minutes until the catch event ends, so I'm going to get these eggs made, then head over to Victory Road as soon as possible and get things ready. Dude, I am so sorry. Once again, I apologize, guys. That is just a big Dumbo mistake on my end. Apologies. Okay, we just finished all the eggs, and there's also an Alpha Nidoqueen on the way to Victory Road. So, essentially, what I'm going to go do, that's like perfect timing. I'm essentially going to go grab... I'm gonna go grab everything I need for this event. Put away the eggs, unfortunately. I'd love to keep the eggs out to hatch, but unfortunately, I want to play it safe. We're gonna grab all these Pokemon, essentially. Yeah, Golurk is fine. We're gonna lead with Breloom. I'm not gonna synchronize for this event. Maybe it's possible. I don't really care about being super efficient or doing the optimal strats for this event. I do very much care about doing the optimal strats for the upcoming event. For the finale. This is week 8. I have enough qualifier points, but it's just fun. This is sort of an enjoyable, fun catch event to just hang out with the community, talk to you guys, and show off. You know, anybody who's still trying to get enough qualifier points to get into the finals, good luck to you. This is your last chance to do so. It's been a long 8 weeks heading into this big event. So next week, I think on the 15th or something like that, will be a big one. Here is okay. We're gonna go Shalfa check this Nidoqueen. We're on Charm plus Donator. I already baited on... I already got one, you know, thought I got a Shalfa. No Shalfa Nidoqueen today. I'm just going to run from it. We're going to head over to Victory Road. I've got my damp Pokemon. Make sure that if you're doing this event, please bring at least one damp Pokemon, if not multiples. I think I have 2 on me. We're going to head up here. I don't know if the front of Victory Road or the back is going to be better. I actually don't know the correct strat. I'm going to run around for a little bit and just see what I find. Like, here's a Golbat, for example. I don't know if being in certain locations will be ideal within the cave itself. We're going to have to just learn things and see how it plays out. So I'm going to do a little bit of testing. We have... The event just started. The catch event actually just started, so we don't really have any more time for testing. I'm just going to try to get as many encounters as I possibly can. I can't even do these puzzles in this cave. Holy... Okay, maybe I will head to the back, because no one's at the front, which makes me think the back is going to be better. So I'm going to fly to the thing real quick and go for my first catch. Here's our first catch. It is a Rhydon, which is super lucky. Hasty. Okay, it's not great, but it's 80 plus, I think, 12 or so. So, like, even then, it's not, like, a terrible... It's a 92. It's not worth anything, but that's our first catch. Just our first catch. Let's see if we see anything... If I see anything interesting, high score-wise, or anything to talk about heading into the Xmas event, we'll talk about that. And, yeah, someone asked me to check Shadow Cape price. There it is, boys. Pushing down to like 6.4, 6.3-ish mil. I've been predicting that this would drop to like what? I think 4. Did I say 4 or 6 mil? I forget now. I think I said somewhere around 4 to 6 mil was my prediction of where this item would go. And I get a lot of predictions right. I get a lot of predictions wrong, right? So just as I make a prediction, we can look at the Flaming Demon Skulls. I thought the Flaming Demon Skulls would decently rise pretty quickly after the end of the Halloween event, very similar to the Dragon Mounts, and they haven't. They've gone down. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, definitely. I don't want to, you know, make people think that, oh, I'm always right or whatever. I get a lot of predictions correct, a lot wrong, right? That's what it, you know, if anyone's is 100% predicting a market, like, I would love to meet that person, because they're probably very, very intelligent. I don't know, dude. That's, you know, usually markets are, it's so, you just can't predict them. They're so tough. But Yeah, Demon Skull, I mean, I have faith in the Flaming Demon Skulls long term for sure, but I definitely thought they would have slowly risen up a little more quicker. Like similar to the Lucky Dragons, like ticked up as soon as that event was over. So, but it's one thing. RP items as well are so tough. I feel like RP items, when it comes to investing, are the hardest to predict. When it comes to investing in PokeMMO, the gift shop items are the hardest to predict because you just don't know how many people dumped how much money into that event, right? Which impacts the supply dramatically. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think the Flaming Demon Skulls 1,000,000% have longevity and have long-term power. Like, and you can look at that, in my opinion, by the proof of the Flaming Demon Skulls look so good and are so cool that they made the OG Flaming Skulls drop in price so far to where they can actually be on the GTL now, right? This used to be like a 2 billion plus vanity. Like, it was considered to be, the max cash stack is around 2 billion or so. It was considered to be worth too much to not be sold on the GTL. The Flaming Demon Skull is in a lot of ways an upgraded version of that old Flaming Skull, right? So like, it coming out put a new similar vanity on the market, and it dropping the old one in price, which is we don't often see old vanities drop in price. If an old vanity drops in price, there's something really weird going on. Like, usually it's pretty rare. For example, I think Scythe is one that's like, Scythe is a very beloved vanity. It's teetered around. I've seen this over the past 2 to 4 years. I've seen it be at 450 mil. I've seen it be at 300 mil. I've seen it be at, it was at it was like at 1 bill. I don't know if it was being manipulated. It was like at 1 bill for like a few months or so, maybe. That item's had some weird history, but a lot of those old vanities, it's pretty rare to see them drop. The supply is so limited. There's so few of them. There's so few of them that exist, let alone in circulation, like people willing to sell them. Like, most people that have them are just, they want to have them. They want to sit on them either as an investment or because they just like the vanities, right? So most people who, like, it's been so long with these vanities, most people that have bought them over the years bought them to keep them because they like them. They're not selling them. So even though there's so few in the game, there's even less of them that actively want to be sold and want to be traded. That's why things like that end up so expensive. This Golbat might be one of my better catches so far. What's the nature? Timid. There's no nature bonus. It's not low enough, but it's 48 minus 15. It's not nearly low enough. It's a 33, weirdly. Like, that is probably, like, weirdly my best catch so far. Slash, like, the most worth submitting, but just not nearly low enough. This has been the most average catch event for me so far. We're 23 minutes in. Everything I've caught is like either 80 to 90 IV. That's mostly what I'm seeing. So nothing really of interest so far. A few 31s, which is nice. This is an official catch event, yes. There are some unofficials as well, held by just people in the community, which is always fun. So those are just as, if anything, unofficial events are, you can have a higher chance at winning those because less people will often participate. So keep an eye out for unofficial catch events on the forums for sure. Yeah, nothing super interesting, but I'd rather this catch event be boring, right? I actually would, like, save my RNG, let this catch event be boring, and give me a better chance in the finale next week. So I will take a boring event this week, PokeMMO. That's okay. Yo, someone asked about GTL sniping and like a possible video / guide on it. The problem with, I've done flipping guides, and there's a lot to like flipping to talk about. But when it comes to GTL sniping, you honestly, there's no shortcut. You honestly just have to spend the time and energy to learn markets. You have to learn how much is, X shiny egg group worth on average. 1 times 31, 2 times 31. How much is this item worth? Like, there's no shortcut to being good at GTL sniping. It just takes time and energy, learning the markets, having an eye for it, having the mechanics, clicking, refreshing, etc. I will say, one little like click tech hack you can do is you can put your little key in the search thing up here and spam your space bar. And that'll refresh things. So you can like, okay, refresh. I'll buy something as an example. You can like, spam refresh and be like, let me dodge this right one for a sec. Okay, I'm refreshing. I'm looking for like a snipe, like yada, yada, yada. Let's buy, this ditto is, blah, blah, blah. Like you can use your mouse while using your keyboard to buy things while using your keyboard to refresh stuff. So, that's like one little tip. But other than that, GTL sniping just takes time and energy and it's tough. Yeah. There's not really a shortcut to that, but hopefully that little click tip helps a little bit. Get you some extra snipes. Dude, I'm so here for this. We're talking about like possible, this is pretty out there, like possible theory crafting and additions to PokeMMO that are much more MMO focused as well. Talking about player housing and like guild halls and stuff like that. But yeah, so I was like, if we're gonna have housing, let me put my unused shinies in the house rooms. In old school RuneScape, you can like put your pets in the house and they'll like run around. Could you imagine? Like, that's like might be a pipe dream. I don't know if it's possible, but like the idea of collecting all these shinies, tossing them in like your little house, and they you see all your shinies like run around and like that would be so cool. Like that is the coolest thing in the world to me. I don't know if it's plausible. There's so much cool stuff that PokeMMO could do, but I don't know. They do want to stay pretty traditional, and I guess this is the situation where like Pokeforce becomes our hope. Pokeforce, in terms of creative Pokemon MMO content, I think this is more Pokeforce's territory. Doing things like player housing, doing things like having possible shinies run around. There's so much cool stuff they could do that just seems like a dream come true for a lot of gamers, you know. So I'll have to just talk to the Pokeforce devs some and see, like, you pitch them any ideas. I think they're very open-minded and very interesting to all these new things and interesting things. So I'm curious to see what we see. 125 Rhyhorn, honestly, one of the better catches I've had so far, but still not great. I mean, it's going to end up being 8 plus 125. It's like a 133. We still have like 24 minutes left in this catch event, and I mean, from the catch events I've played, I definitely understand like you can win a catch event with just one catch with like 30 seconds left. I've done it, you know. I've seen other people do it. It happens. So we're gonna keep catching. Honestly, I might just go for 4th place at this point with like some gold bats. We'll have to see. I want to display my shiny Pokemon somewhere. More options to show off shinies would be awesome. More options to let players in PokeMMO who put in thousands of hours flex would just be better entirely. Like, more ability to flex vanities, more ability to flex Pokeyen, more abilities to flex hours. Like, as dumb as it sounds, MMOs are extremely social games. Hilariously, a lot of endgame MMOs is flexing. Like, it's play, like, we're kind of using a meme word but like player expression is the better word. It's actually walk. Player expression is super important. Like, it should be it's a really, really big deal to allow your endgame players to actually let them express what they've done in the game. But let them be able to show other players, hey, I've put a lot of time and effort into this game. This is time and effort, blood, sweat, and tears. Like, it's a big deal. It's really, really important. We need achievements. I would love to see achievements, like trophy decorations for winning PvP tournaments. There are PvP vanities from winning, like, I think the team tournaments, like the really big ones. An in-game shiny showcase card, I think that'd be amazing. There's so many cool ways, so many cool things we could do for this that we've all talked about for a while, but it's always cool to like revisit these and bring them back up and see what new ideas or adaptations the community might be thinking of / have, right? Yeah, let me flex my wild caught Krogan harder. Unironically, like it's a big deal. And I feel this way about, and not everybody feels this way about games, but I feel this way about MMOs, where like, if I'm a new player in a game and I see a Digachad 10-year player, whatever, flexing something, my brain goes, oh fuck, I want that. Like, oh, that's so cool. Like, my brain is like, wow, now I'm motivated to go hunt something similar because I want to be as cool as that guy is, right? Some people looked at that and say, you know, that's not fair, I don't have that, I'm like demotivated to go, like, which is, you know, I don't know, fair enough, I guess, but like, I feel like it's when I feel like seeing people flex stuff. It's like in RuneScape, right? Like in RuneScape, seeing people flex the Bandos chest plates and those big like rune swords, whatever, rune plate bodies back in the day, right? Or even nowadays, like T-bows or whatever, more modern stuff. Like, you're like, oh shit, like, you want that? Like, it's cool, man. Like, you want to go get that. Like Dragon Warhammers when they came out, for example. It's important for new players to see endgame content in areas like the Grand Exchange, in areas like Vermilion City, Viridian City, in these big areas, Castelia City. It's really important for new players to be flexed on. It sounds really dumb, but it's true, right? Like, it is important for new players to be flexed on, to be motivated to go be the flexer one day. You know, those flexers shouldn't be a douche about it. Like, they should be sitting there chilling, and someone be like, oh dude, nice shiny. Like, oh yeah, thanks so much. Like, you know, good luck to your shuns. Like, but it's a big deal. Like, MMOs are a very, very social experience, and seeing others have things. And yeah, this is a great sentence. These flexes make things feel attainable. I really, really like that. MMOs are so much about going out and achieving what you think you couldn't do, like kind of like pushing past your limits. It's as dumb as it sounds, dramatic, right? But like, I think a lot about MMOs is pushing past your limits, like seeing someone with a shiny Charmander and being like, man, like, I hope that one day I could get that, but I don't know if I can, you know? And then one day, fucking getting it, right? That's the coolest. I think it's the coolest feeling. It's the best part of MMOs to me. I think more ways for players to flex is so important. This is a really good point. And this brings up one of the biggest upcoming problems that PokeMMO will have to solve is how do they distribute loot among raids? And how do we want raids to operate long term? And what I mean by this is, so Kello said we'd have to limit the loot from them somehow, which you can't. Well, it's tough. How do you do it? Do you make it so that the loot of raids is minimal enough to where someone can grind them over and over and over again and it not destroy the economy, which means you probably can't do a Pokemon reward? Or do you want it to be a weekly raid where you can do one raid a week, you get an alpha Pokemon, etc., etc.? I feel like raids need, I've been saying that for a while. I would prefer if raids weren't. I think I've come to this position. I'm not like sold on it. I could change whatever I think is best for the game is what I would switch to, right? So what I think for the rest of the game, what I think is best for the game right now is that I'd prefer raids to not be weekly. I'd prefer them to not be monthly, etc. I think that PokeMMO desperately needs a piece of endgame PVM content that people can grind over and over and over again. We don't need any more daily stuff. We don't need any more gym reruns, Elite Four reruns, Ho-Oh fights, whatever. I think we do need content that players can just beat the storylines and go do. We need a Chambers of Xerix style of thing in PokeMMO. Chambers of Xerix did so much for RuneScape. Being able to have the raid that everybody goes and does boosted the hell out of PVM in that game. Like that, Chambers of Xerix is a massive reason. There's a lot of other reasons, but like a massive reason why PVM overtook PvP in RuneScape. It's just one part, but like that was a big deal. Xerix was a crazy, big, amazing, fun raid. I feel like PokeMMO needs a piece of PVM content that people can permanently grind. Holiday raids are cool, and temporary raids are cool for the time being. But we need some. I think it is the most crucial thing for the game. It's not even something that It's not even something that I care about that much, / I would grind that much. But I think it is crucial for the game's success, right? That's preferably co-op, yes. I think a 2 to 4 player social kind of raid, well, very similar to Chambers of Xerix, very similar to a lot of other MMOs have a piece of content like this, but it's harder to take that piece of content and put it in a Pokemon shell, which is fair. So yeah, I'm a big fan of, I've been pushing for a long time, some sort of endgame piece of PVM content that players can just directly go do after completing the storylines. A lot of people, the biggest problem in PokeMMO, I've talked about a lot recently, player retention. A lot of people play the storylines, don't know what to do, understandably so, and quit the game. And the reality is right now, after you beat the storylines in PokeMMO, you have to be willing to set your own goals, and you have to be kind of self-motivated, which not everybody is. Not everybody wants to be. I always say, not everybody wants to come home from a day at work, their 9-to-5 job, make dinner, put the kids down for bed, and then go play a game for 2 hours, and then instead of just jumping into a Fortnite lobby, now they have to like sit down with like pen and paper and like make goals. Like not everybody wants to do that, not everybody needs to play PokeMMO, but it's not a game for everybody. But you do want to have, I think a lot of those players could play the game, play this one, and then go to the raids. I think we need some sort of raid or dungeon, some sort of endgame PVM activity that can be the go-to thing to do, that a lot of, I think, casual players and a lot of average players, I feel like they need a little direction, a thing to go do, right? So that's how I feel. It's my thoughts, feel free to disagree. My opinions. I think the most important update for the game is some sort of endgame PVM raid. And this is the same position I've had for about 2 or 3 or 4 years now. And what's good, and the positive note is, it's coming. They're working on it. Like 2, 3, 4 years ago, I was saying the same thing. Hey, we need raids, we need a dungeon, whatever. And back then we didn't have that. We didn't have anything. Nowadays, dude, they're working on it. Like it's been beta tested twice. It's been tested. They've done holiday raids. I would love to see them, I want to see them make it permanent and wheel it out, but at least it's coming. At least they're working on it. I hope it's permanent. I hope they turn raids into a permanent thing and not a temporary thing. I think they do want to make it. I hope they don't make it a weekly. We'll have to see though, obviously, but that's what I think PokeMMO needs, but I could be wrong. 5 minutes left in catch event. Good call. How do you feel about some form of world boss? So world bosses, for those who aren't familiar, are like very different, at least from what I'm familiar with. I'm familiar with world bosses from a game called Cyber Monsters, which is like a browser-based MMO back in like the mid 2000s, early 2000s. My understanding is world bosses is like a boss that like is, well, there's two different versions of them. There's a world boss like in World of Warcraft where it spawns and it has like a pretty normal amount of HP and you just rush to kill it every like 24 hours. It like randomly spawns or whatever. Or I like the kind of world boss, this was in Cyber Monsters, where it's a giant boss that has a like bajillion HP, and everybody on the server comes to communally deal as much damage to it as possible, and then you get rewards based on the percentage of damage that you do. I think something like that in PokeMMO would be amazing. Talk about like an endgame piece of PVM content that is cooperative, everybody can do, everybody can get rewarded for. Like, it's very split up among, like, you can go as a new player and get a few small rewards, you can go as an endgame player, spam your eruption typhlosions, like how, like, I think stuff like that is amazing. I think stuff like that, there's a lot of, like, I think that would work so well in a Pokemon game. I would love to. Yeah. Also, it has that competitive element too, to where it's extremely fun to try to get the high score. Like, imagine each week trying to be the rank 1 damage dealer of that raid. Like, that's really, really, really cool. There's so much interesting stuff like that. There like that kind of world boss, I think, would actually be perfection in a Pokemon MMO. I think it actually works so well. It's like stupid not to. I think it's like so good. So I would love to see a world boss. They're very different from raids, very different from dungeons. Raids and dungeons usually require like cooperative, strategic, voice comms, like sort of whatever. World bosses are kind of single player almost, but you're still coming together as they're communal, and they bring together a community aspect, but they're still single player ish. And I like that personally. I love MMOs. I love these social elements of them. I also like being able to play MMOs as a single player game if I want to. I think I like the option, right? RuneScape was always very much like that, where if you wanted to get together with the boys, do some like raids, do some skilling, whatever, you can do that, but you can also just play RuneScape very single player based, which is I think you can do. PokeMMO is very similar in that way. You want to be able to play the game based on how you're feeling that day, you know? So I think world bosses are like perfect for a Pokemon MMO. I think it works out stupidly well. I would love to see something like that one day. That's a dream. All right, the shiny charm is up. The catch event is over. I didn't really get anything for this event. I mean, I'm gonna go submit something, obviously. Easiest way to do, nice shiny Breloom. Easiest way to do so nowadays is head over to your PC and usually sort by highest IV. Total IV. I love that this is now a sort function. That's so amazing. We have to go to our catch event Pokemon. We have a Hitmonchan that's 128, but then it's -8, so it's only a 120. I think this Rhyhorn is my best submission. It's a 125 plus 8, so a 133 is my best catch today. You know, just really getting extra I don't even need the qualifier points, but it's nice. If I don't know, I think it's cool. I've been trying to, I kind of want to see the leaderboards and go for like highest qualifier points, and or not. I won't be rank 1, but I want to see what rank I'll be in terms of total qualifier points. So I'm gonna head over to global chat, try to find a staff member to whisper this Pokemon over to, and then while we're doing that, I'm gonna grab my eggs. We're gonna hatch the 10 alpha eggs that I made. Hope for a possible chance at a Shalfa, and we also have a few PvP games to play today to get that Blastoise. So 8th catch event out of 8 completed. The finals should be next week. PvP arc is ending today. We're doing some rare shunting. Once again, kind of a lot going on today. It's been a lot of fun. While we're sitting here chilling, waiting for the eggs to hatch and waiting for results to be announced, at least collected, not even announced quite yet. They'll probably be announced in about 10 or 20 minutes. Let's go collect. I actually have a few bit of sales on the GTL, like a Gibble from a breed. We'll go ahead and collect these guys. We have a few 100,000 Pokeyen there. We'll absolutely take around 500k or so. We're gonna move a lot of I need to sort this. We're gonna move a lot of these like mysterious ball Pokemon over to my sell boxes, which is quickly piling up with more mysterious ball Pokemon that I'll have to eventually sell here. Let's see how did I get any, how many. Oh, honestly, this Dragonite, for example, 1x31 speed and like 20 plus and everything else, that'll sell for a fair bit when I go to finally list that. We'll go ahead and just sort a little bit more box stuff and hopefully see these eggs hatch. And if we see an egg animation, not only does an egg animation mean a shiny, it means one of the rarest shinies in PokeMMO within the Shalfa. So we dream of a day where we see the egg hatch animation on stream. There's 2 hatches, a Yanma and a Chansey. The Absol hatch is also a breed up for profit, so that'll be cool. We only did one Absol breed. I wanted to double check while we're waiting anyway. I'm gonna switch on my eggs actually. I wanted to see if they set a date / time for the final catch event, the finale, which is going to be packing Ammonite, Kabuto, like some rare shiny chances. Okay, so there is a date and time. We don't know what we'll be catching yet. Let me actually just show this on stream real quick. We don't know what we'll be catching. We don't know the location. We don't know where it will be at. We don't know any of that yet, but we do know the prize is going to be a shiny Ammonite, shiny Kabuto, or Aerodactyl. Even second place is going to be Nidorans, right? So like second place, you're still getting a shiny, which is amazing. Third place will also get a shiny, either Nidoran female or male, depending on who picked. So top 3 is all shinies, which is crazy. Top 3 is all shinies, which you never see in a catch event like this. So at least that's very, very cool to see. And you have a chance of getting a rare shiny. And, so we don't know what it will be. We don't know where we're catching, etc. But we do know it'll be on December 15th. December 15th, 3 p.m. ET, okay? So make sure to be there early. That'll be a stream where, like, I'll probably schedule that stream for, like, 2 p.m. and be there super early to develop and work on strategies, maybe even earlier. Having a banger strategy for this event is going to be super crucial. This is where you want to use your quick balls, where you want to synchronize, where you want to go, like, all out on points. The more points, the better. This is, like, for all the marbles. Like, this is the event that matters the most. All right, there is the Absol hatch. Let's go see. Did this... I don't think it randomly... I think I must have Everstoned this. There's no way this randomly rolled Jolly. Pretty sure I Everstoned this. This is a really cool breed. Alpha Absols are really expensive right now. People are very interested in this Pokemon. And I mean, go figure, because a Shalfa Absol would look absolutely gorgeous, right? So like Alpha Absols, the cheapest one right now is 190k. These were, I believe, an event specific, right? Yeah, these are a raid specific, event specific Alpha. So if you want to Shalfa hunt Absol, you need at least 5 of these, right? So even then you're paying like what, 1 mil or whatever, just for the initial Pokemon to start breeding them. Super, super expensive. And I don't recommend, actually, how much are the males versus females? Because if you buy males of them, I wonder if it's worth to buy a few of these females. If you buy the males, you're going to have to buy female Absols to breed them the first time. Or Dittos, I guess, to breed, which is super expensive. I wonder if it's worth to buy some of those females and see if they go up in price. I'm shocked at how close the price is between the females and the male Absols. You would think the females would be much more expensive. But a lot of them haven't been listed for that long. It's pretty crazy. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the initial doesn't matter too much. There's all the alpha hatches. No Shalfa today, guys. No rare shiny today, which makes sense. Hopefully one day we see something on stream. That's the dream come true, but nothing spicy there today. I think now we just wait for catch event results and jam some PvP games. So let's go jump into some randoms. Try to get that Blastoise today, fellas. We're so very close. Should only need about 3 wins or so, but I need 3 wins. I can't lose. So if we go 3-0, that'd be pretty damn good. We'll have to see what happens today. Okay, results for the catch event are here. I have to do them pretty quick. I'm in the middle of a PvP game, but here we go. 4th place with 16 points, Soul Blight X. Congratulations, dude. Amazing fucking work. Really nice catch. 3rd place is... What? 3rd place with a 178 is Barbaro, man. Bro, my highest was a 133. That's insane. Congratulations. 2nd place, 181. These modifiers were insane. HR Javigo. Congratulations, dude. GG's. And then 1st place, 191. Insane gap between 1st and 2nd place. 191, not Lier. Congratulations to everybody who placed, everybody who participated, and everybody who qualified. The finals of this long seasonal 8-week catch event is finally coming up. It's finally coming to a close. It's been a crazy time. It's been a really fun event. It was really cool to see this happen after Shiny Wars, to have a fun catch event with the community. I've had a lot of fun, so really cool to see. I will see you guys in the finals, dude. It's been a really fun time with this PvE catch event thing, and the stream recap so far with it. All right, and after a ton of PvP games and a ton of progress, we did end up getting the Blastoise. So the PvP arc, the Patrouski Winter PvP arc, is coming to an end. Had a lot of fun, had a lot of ups and downs, some frustrating moments in there, so some meme crash outs, you know, but overall I really enjoy randoms. I had a ton of fun relearning the metagame every so often. Got to around 648 rating, which is okay, not bad, something to be decently proud of. 65% win rate, once again, not bad. 34 and 18, and got myself a modest water spout, egg move access, blast switch, which will probably turn into a PvP. I plan to do PvP Shell Smash Blastoise is the plan. So that's going to be it for today's stream. I did have a lot of technical difficulties today, unfortunately, but I still had a lot of fun, and I think a lot of people watching had a lot of fun. Hopefully, if you did have fun today, make sure to like the videos to let me know. Dislike if you didn't, that's totally okay. Subscribe to the channel for PokeMMO videos every single day about this beautiful game. I'll be back to shiny hunting on Monday, and then if you want to join the Discord, links down below, you can do that. If you want to go above and beyond and support the channel this month, YouTube, actually, I always say YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, etc. Don't worry about that. If you want to support the channel this month, the best way to do so, HelloFresh, link will be in the description, but there's also the counter up here. HelloFresh, it's super generous to me, amazing company, love their food. It always impresses my wife when I make it for her, so I encourage you to do that. And it's a lot of fun to honestly learn things via cooking. Cooking can be a pretty fun pastime, honestly. I've learned that in my mid-20s or so. It took me long enough, right? So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Hey, what's up? Patrouski here, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me, and if your name is listed here, that means you went above and beyond and supported the channel financially, which allows me to even be here and have the time to do this. So thank you so very much.